Hey, how long you guys been sitting there watching me? Welcome back, guys. We got a good project today for you guys that do rideshare food delivery, Uber Eats, DoorDash, all the rest. You know, you get a bunch of different boxes, bags, drinks. They can get kind of messy sometimes if you get a lot of them, especially those big orders from restaurants that give you these huge bags, a couple of drinks. They may give you a drink holder. It may not fit in your seat right. You may have to put it on the floor. So we're going to make a box today with a drink holder that's going to simplify this whole process. So let's get started. And quit sneaking up on me. All right, we're back in the car again. Here's what I've currently got. A basket, and I made a couple of drink holders out of some plastic smaller things. I had to cut the bottom out of the first one, join it to the top to make it deep enough to hold cups. So it's doing okay, but not great. So we're going to retire that guy and make ourselves a basket. So the other day I had some drinks that tipped over a little bit, so I had to grab some napkins or paper towels from the gas station as I went by and kind of clean it up. Sorry, this place is a mess. Looks like I've been hauling food in here. Well, let's measure the seat and see what our distance is. Let's see, so 2 feet. Let's go with 16. That should give us enough. Hey, piece of wood left over from the previous project. If you didn't see the sewing desk one, we'll put it up here in one of these corners, and you can check that one out too. So let's take this and get started. Alright guys, we've got the wood cut. We're going to connect them up with some L brackets we had left over from the sewing desk. Get this thing put together, and then we're going to start working on the cup holders, which, that'll be fun. So let's start assembling and see where we get. Alright guys, sorry about that, my phone died. So anyway, I finished the box, as you can see. the initial box. I just cut the end pieces and then put a couple of brackets on the top edge of them and on each one. I did glue it though, so that's why I only put the brackets on the top. Glue will hold. Apparently there's an overly aggressive bird somewhere. Hopefully that's not too loud for you in the wind chimes. One tip, which I know some of you already know, when you drop your screws and nails and metallic things on the ground, for those of you guys like me that got a little extra girth and it's hard to bend over, throw yourself a little magnet on a string or piece of rope. Makes it easier to go down and pick stuff up. Then you don't have to bend over as much. Anyway, so what I want to do for the cup holder, hers, I'm going to take some wood, not this piece, and then we'll have 3 slots for drinks. When it's not in, and put it on a little hinge on the edge. Then when it's not in use, just flip the thing up out of the way and hold it in place with a little magnet here on top. So I'm going to put one on each side. So hopefully we should have 6 drink holders in case you get some kind of giant drink order for wherever you go. We're going to go in like this. We're going to cut slots out like that for our drinks to go in, and then we're going to be able to flip them up. We got to come back and grind down the screws because they're a little too long. Obviously you can see we don't want them tearing, ripping bags, poking holes in cups or anything like that. Let's get to work on that and cutting out our slots for our drinks. Each side's going to hold 3 drinks. I have never had 6 drinks up to this point, but there's always the first time. We're going to base our cup size on your basic so I know what I wanted to do, but it just didn't work out, so I came up with something better. Actually, my daughter did. Thanks, hon. Hey, not a bad looking box for an amateur. And we have the drink holders cut, but I do not have any hinges. We're going to have to go buy some hinges over at one of the big box stores. We will do that tomorrow. It's getting late in the day. I will see you guys then. So here's a couple of bags from McDonald's. You can see how big they are and that only one of them fits inside my current basket. The reason they use these big bags is because they put their drinks inside the bags and then seal them up, for the safety of the people that are getting the order. That's why we need a bigger box. So it's the next day. Of course it's the next day, because time only moves forward. It couldn't be the day before, or I wouldn't have done this yet. You get the point. After looking at these cup holders, they look like crap. So I'm going to go with a suggestion my daughter had and use some 1x1s to make the crosspiece and the separators. And probably just toss these in the trash. I found my grinding wheel. It was the last place I left it. Okay, got all these screws ground down, so now we're going to start working on the taking the 1x1s and cutting them down to size to make our drink holders. So once again, using our famous cup, let's measure and see. All right, we use this guy. So looking at how much space there is, I could make 3 equal ones, but that's way too big. But if I make a 4th, and no, I couldn't get another one in. So I think I'm gonna cut those in half, and that should thin it up enough that I can get 4 holders in there. All right, I like the look of that better. Now we got 4 of them, and we'll line them up evenly along the thing, and then we've got to put the other piece out here. I think I'm just going to glue it together, make it a lot easier, because those pieces of wood are so small. Hey guys, we're going to wrap up today's video right here, and we'll have part 2 coming up shortly, so hope you'll stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.